Oh, hey everybody! This is episode 145 of the All You Can Hear podcast. I am one of your 5 co-hosts, Tanner, and with me today are
awards given Jonathan.
The reason why there was that short little pause is because Colt said recycled foreskin, and then Pat said that could be your nickname, and then I started it.
Wenzel was doing the countdown, and Patrick just goes, "Oh, that could be your nickname," and it threw me off. I thought Wenzel stopped the countdown.
No, I was like,
It's like, go.
My name's not Colt Recycled Foreskin. It's Colt Like a Boss Dockery. I'm sticking to it.
Wow.
You know what?
That's a bad bit.
No, it's not.
That's a good bit.
That's my bit. You could be Jonathan, stupid, dumb bitch.
Hey, at least you're not.
I can be, but
at least
like
you're
a
not.
boss is still a bad bit.
No, at least you're not like Jonathan still says that's what she said, Linehan.
Yeah.
It's predictable, Pat.
Oh, that's cute. Hey, Jonathan, you want to tell us what we're doing today?
Today we are looking at the nominations for the Academy Awards or the Oscars, and we're going through seeing out of the categories who we would want to win, who we think will win, and any performance or whatever that category we thought was snubbed from 2019 movies.
And I will say, we're not doing every award.
No. Like
No.
I went through and picked all the awards that I feel like we could have any sort of substantial conversation. So
Yeah.
do you want me to go through like all the awards?
Yeah, name off all the awards we're doing.
Okay, we're going to do like all the acting awards. So supporting actor and actress, best actor and actress, animated film, cinematography, editing, international film as they're calling it now, score, VFX. 2 screenplay awards, directing and picture.
Yeah.
Oscar Wilde.
Yes.
Thank you.
Columbo.
Oh, good one. So yeah, let's get right into it, Jonathan.
Alrighty. Or before we do that, how is everyone feeling about these? Or does anyone have like an opinion on them overall?
I do.
Just
I
like,
have
like
the
very like broad sort of.
I have an opinion on the Oscars. I
don't want to hear it if you say it like that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, just.
I don't watch the Oscars.
Yeah, I don't care about the Oscars either.
Well, no, hold on. I didn't say I didn't care.
God. I usually try to watch the Oscars, at least the like who actually wins to stuff. I like paying attention to stuff like this. I will say overall there was one huge snub this year, just in every category, and that's Uncut Gems. How that got nominated for nothing is baffling to me.
And then 2 popes got in? What the fuck?
We'll talk about 2 popes. Has anybody else here seen 2 popes?
I have no desire to watch it.
I was going to try to watch it, but
What's
I
it
was
about?
Wenzel, I'm about to shock you here. 2 popes.
Oh, it's a clone story.
Yeah. I wish. That would be way cooler than what it actually was. I watched it not at work on Thursday.
I will say, like, given how the Academy usually chooses, like, I'm not like super duper surprised. I do have a lot of like very strong opinions on certain things.
Yeah, and there's some individual categories I think some individuals and movies got snubbed out of, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But Uncut Gems getting absolute no nominations is fucked baffling.
That was a fucking travesty.
Is baffling.
Now we
gotta watch
lose his reckoning on the world.
Yeah, we gotta watch that bad movie that I really want to see.
I'll absolutely watch
and then
it.
watch it's going to like win Best Picture when it comes out.
And then he's gonna cry.
Yeah.
It's gonna go
And then the simulation
just
will
like
end.
that.
That's Adam Sandler crying.
That's pretty accurate.
And something me and Pat were talking about last night, like I just when I was putting the list of the categories together, there's only 5 slots for every category except picture, and that is just way too few because
yeah, and they don't even use all the movie slots because they can allow up to 10 pictures to get nominated for 10, and there's only 9.
Yeah, and it fluctuates every year. The Academy's just fucking stupid. For
that being said, we're about to predict them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. For best, we'll start with best supporting actor. We have Tom Hanks for A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Anthony Hopkins for The 2 Popes, Al Pacino in Irishman, Joe Pesci in The Irishman, and Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Before we get to it, I just want to say it's fucking stupid that The Irishman got 2 of them.
I agree. Like, especially when you have so few slots for these categories. both of those performances I thought were really good.
They're really good,
but at the same time, there were other. What about the guy from Parasite?
the dad from Parasite needs to be on here.
Exactly, and
Which
I guess
dad?
we're already getting into snubs.
Which dad?
Yeah,
Which dad?
the bad one in the end.
The poor dad.
The poor dad.
The
You,
poor
The
dad.
one that's running scams.
you could
on
have just said the
people.
poor dad.
We should also mention there will be some light spoilers
Yeah,
for
we're-
some movies
Oh,
here,
shit, yeah, I
but
didn't
we're
think
not
about
we're not
that.
going to be going into major plot details.
Exactly.
But there will
But-
be some slight
but-
spoilers.
Also, that wasn't a spoiler. That's just
No, I was just mentioning before
Yeah,
we got
no.
into anything serious. I'm the only one that saw two popes. I'm just going to go and say I didn't think Anthony Hopkins was mind-blowing in it. I thought it was fine. But that also could have been just because I thought the movie was boring as hell. So,
What else? What else has Anthony Hopkins been in? Because there's a movie.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silent. He was
Okay.
silent.
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
he's great in there.
Well, yeah, for
he's
sure.
a fantastic
Fantastic
actor.
actor.
It's just
I'm gonna nominate Anthony Hopkins for Silence of the Lambs.
and winner for the 2019 Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, Anthony Hopkins,
In
Silence
a
of the Lambs.
1992 movie.
which he already won the Oscar for.
I'm about to say, I think
You know, he
won
can
it.
get it again.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like. I guess maybe because how old is Anthony Hopkins now?
He's
80 to 90?
He's old.
He's old.
Did you say 90?
I said 80 to 90.
Oh, I thought you said 90. I was like, I don't think he's that old.
I'd
Have
believe
you
it.
seen him?
Yeah, I've watched two popes.
Everybody in the church is old, 90.
Old,
that
and
is
you need
true.
to watch them around your kids.
Well, I will say not a mind-blowingly great movie. I thought it was very boring, very pretty to look at because I guess it is one of those Netflix movies and like it's shot incredibly well.
Yeah.
And it's very
It's very dry.
it's very dry. Well, it's based off true events, which I guess could add a fun historical factor for people that enjoy that. But also, it happened like 8 years ago. Like I remember this shit happening in real life, and I don't imagine anybody younger than 8 right now is going to watch it. Maybe in 10 years, people will appreciate it more. But like I didn't really see the point of this. A lot of people say it's propaganda, which like what movie about religion isn't? But it doesn't really hit you over the face with like be Catholic. It's just a boring movie.
Yeah, to me, that like I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard about it, a lot of people are comparing it to Frost Nixon, which I have seen,
I have seen that. Yeah,
and it's just fucking boring.
it's Frost Nixon.
It's Frost Nixon, and this is like the Academy every year nominates at least one of those just movies you're not going to remember in like a month.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie by any means, but it's so painfully boring. And then there's like this weird. So like the whole second half of the movie is mostly flashback.
No.
So I would say Anthony Hopkins is only in the movie for about an hour.
Oh, spoiler.
Spoiler. And the two popes are actually only in the movie for about an hour, maybe an hour 10.
What?
Could they even get an original Pope? Is there any Pope?
Yeah. The real Pope Francis, they actually do use some real footage. But yeah, I don't see. I think everybody else in this category has a legitimate shot. I think Anthony Hopkins is a very weird oddball here.
Yeah.
Despite him being a great actor, I just think it's very weird he's here.
I don't know. Joe Pesci was like a scrunched up meatball, and
Joe Pesci was great.
Oh no, he was. I'm just
Joe
making a
Pesci-
joke.
His
Oh, we're having
character-
ad hominem attacks here. I mean, like how funky looking they are. I think building on their.
We'll get to that when we talk about VFX.
Hey, Pat, look at my face. Look at who am I?
Now start mumbling. Just start mumbling and say spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Oh, Joe Pesci's here.
Yeah, like Anthony Hopkins, he's part of these like handful of actors that and actresses like the Oscars are going to nominate them no matter what.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, the
Gary
name.
Oldman,
Yep.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter like if the movie they're in is good. It's like
It's just
Mamma
the-
Mia, here we go again.
it-
Meryl Streep, you getting a
You're
nom.
getting it.
It's the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the name. I didn't see a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Didn't you see it, Tanner?
Yeah, 'cause I
Me,
remember-
Cole, and Winslow saw it. I will say I don't consider Tom Hanks a supporting actor in that. I mean, he's Mr. fucking Rogers, and like, yes, the main character is the reporter following Mr. Rogers, but I would call Mr. Rogers as very much a wannabe. But also, that's kind of the problem I have with supporting actor this year because I feel like Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Brad Pitt, hell, even Anthony Hopkins are all like main characters. I don't feel like they're supporting.
Yeah.
It's more like a co-lead than a.
Yeah, it's definitely. It feels like a co-lead. Like Al Pacino was Jimmy Hoffa. The whole movie's about Jimmy Hoffa.
And Brad Pitt had like 2 hours of the whole damn movie.
Brad. I would consider Brad Pitt more of the main character of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Fucking Leo. But
Exactly. But yeah, the distinction between supporting and lead is really weird.
Yeah.
Like, I would be fine with Joe Pesci being in supporting.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, like, Al Pacino, like...
Al Pacino was there for like most of the
Yeah,
movie.
he was in there in most of the movie, and even though, I guess, if they were going to nominate the lead, it would be Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, I felt like, yeah. I don't know.
But then, like, Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood gets the final climactic moment.
Except for the flamethrower.
Yeah, I guess. But like, gets the cool fight scene that everybody everybody that saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood remembers.
Yeah, we kind of. It feels like we mostly follow Brad Pitt's character.
Yeah, it feels like we follow Cliff Booth way more than Rick Dalton.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know that was a point of contention with some awards. In some awards, Brad Pitt was actually nominated for best just overall actor.
Yeah,
as opposed to leading or supporting.
That's why this is really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just going to be mostly us shit talking the nominations.
Oh, absolutely. And like, I don't
Yeah.
like. I think 4 of these 5 people here should have probably been nominated for awards. I don't think supporting actor was the correct title. I would have given it.
No.
Who do we think will win?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think the Academy is going to go with Al Pacino.
Okay.
I think that's a safe bet.
I think that's a safe bet too, but like I'm divided between Al Pacino and Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
If they're going to give it to me, if they're going to give it to the Irishman, I think they're going to give it for Joe Pesci, for as like a last hoorah.
Yeah, because Joe Pesci came out of retirement for Irishman.
Yeah. I put me down for Joe Pesci.
Okay.
Because
I don't want Al Pacino to win, but I think Al Pacino will win, and I think he's phenomenal. And I think if he does win, it's not like I'm going to be upset. I'm not going to be upset if any of these people win, besides Anthony Hopkins. And again, Anthony Hopkins, great actor. Just do not think he was great.
Put me down for Anthony Hopkins because I think it's going to be some stupid shit. I really think.
Okay.
It's very possible.
Sort of like how
because the Academy they are fucking dumb.
like how Meryl Streep finally won her Oscar, but it's for like a kind of like an also ran movie she was in.
Yeah,
and
she was up against some strong ass competition when she won it. And
it's more so like, hey, this is your lifetime achievement Oscar, kind of.
Yeah, and a lot of times Oscars will do that.
Yeah.
I think they gave Scorsese the best directing Oscar for The Departed, which I love The Departed, but it's not his best movie.
Ooh, man, yeah.
So are you down for?
Al Pacino.
I think Al Pacino will win this.
I don't think so, just mainly because I haven't really heard a lot of the little bit of the Oscar sort of buzz I've heard. His name really doesn't come up a lot. I've heard a lot of people talk about Brad Pitt,
But man,
That's who I want to win.
I want
Brad Pitt to win this.
I wouldn't want Brad Pitt to win this because I don't think of him as a supporting actor.
Well,
that's my problem too.
Yeah.
But given with what we have,
We have to play. We have to play to their game.
Yeah.
I would love for him to get an award for what he did in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because I think Cliff Booth is the best character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I love Leonardo DiCaprio.
So who do you think will win? Pat?
Who I think will win? I would think Brad Pitt will win. Like he did a great job in the movie, and like Hollywood loves stories about
Hollywood. Yeah.
So like I feel
Yeah.
like him being in a film about that sort of elevates his chances of winning, and on top of the work he did in the film. So that's who I think would win.
Who do you want to win now?
Who I want to win? I would like to see Brad Pitt win.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it'd be either like Brad Pitt or Joe Pesci, just as kind of like a lifetime achievement.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Yeah.
awesome if Joe Pesci won this. Like coming out of retirement and winning an Oscar is insane.
Yeah,
and like he's super. Like he's in his late 80s, I think.
Yeah, he's really old, and one of the things about the Oscars is you have to have a narrative around. Mm-hmm. And I think that's like probably the most compelling narrative.
Yeah.
It's either that or Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
This would be my second, but
I think he'll win, but I also want him to win. So that's where I kind of stand with Joe Pesci. Mm-hmm. Brad Pitt would be my second choice, because I thought Brad Pitt was great.
Even though we're not talking about Tom Hanks, he was really good as Mr. Rogers.
Oh, Tom Hanks was phenomenal as Mr. Rogers. I think the Pacino, Pesci, Pitt trio is going to be impossible. To do.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Hanks would have had to give in like a career performance, and I don't think.
Man,
as
three
Mr. Rogers.
three P's.
Yeah, I guess. Wow, I guess it
Pesci,
was.
Pacino, and Pitt.
And Pitt.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds gross.
Dude, that does sound gross. It sounds like a really nasty pizza.
Oh man! Hey, you want some? You got some pits, your
We got
Pesci's,
some
and
Pacinos on here. We got some Pesci's on here, and I threw on some Pitt.
What I'm imagining
Just
is
like your father.
someone like took their 3 favorite pizzas and just smashed them together.
Oh.
And it's just like, oh, this is great and appetizing. It's like a big wet fart on.
what kind of fish? What kind of fish is in it?
Are we talking haddock? We talking cod? We talking salmon?
I don't know. I just put it together.
I just put it together.
All right. Do we have anything else?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
Well, who do we think got snubbed?
Snub any person. I don't really know who the lead in Parasite would be.
Probably
See,
Joy.
no,
and
this
that's
is-
the- and that's
I
the-
don't know who would be like
this
Yeah.
is supporting.
the supporting in there
Yeah.
either.
Like, I think I'm gonna have to look up his name.
I just know that
I would-
anybody in Parasite could have made it.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, they should have been on.
I'm gonna say it. The little boy from Parasite.
He was good too.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You know, he was great.
Let's see.
It is raining cats and dogs outside.
I want
No.
to say, I know it technically came out this year. I'm going to say Martin Lawrence and Bad Boys for Life.
God, fuck.
Listen, that movie was great. I will die on that hill. That movie was awesome.
Kang Ho Song is the guy who plays the poor dad. in-
Yeah, he's amazing. In every movie I've seen by him, which is
Yeah.
probably like 4, he's amazing.
Yeah, I really want to start getting more into Korean cinema. Next, we got Best Supporting Actress, and the nominees are Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell, Laura Dern. Fuck you, Clint Eastwood. Laura Dern for Marriage Story, ScarJo for Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh for Little Women, and Margot Robbie for Bombshell.
I've only seen one of these movies.
Hey, Jonathan, could you repeat that, but into your mic?
Okay, so you want me to repeat all the nominees again?
Yeah, you were
Okay.
away from your mic, and I don't know if it really picked up effectively.
Okay,
Sorry.
so Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell.
I'm sorry. I
just want to do that again. You motherfucker.
No, I didn't want to do that. I really do need you to repeat it.
Kathy Bates is an amazing actress. It's just the Richard Jewell movie.
one, man.
That
I gotta start over. Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell.
fucking Winslow.
Oh, fucking Gremlin.
Okay.
Kathy Bates for Richard Jewell. Okay, I'll stop. Laura Dern for Marriage Story, ScarJo for Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh for Little Women, and Margot Robbie for Bombshell.
Did anyone here see Richard Jewell or Bombshell?
Yeah.
No.
The only movie I've seen on here is Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah. And Scarlett Johansson was really good.
Scarlett
in Jojo
Johansson
Rabbit.
was good.
Yeah,
man.
which that's interesting because she's also nominated twice this year.
Yeah, she's nominated for Best Actress, too.
Yeah, which honestly I think she should have just got the lead actress nom for Marriage Story. Like she was really great in Jojo Rabbit, but yeah, just with like I was complaining before with just only having 5 fucking nominees.
Yeah.
Like having her twice. If anyone should have been nominated twice, it should have been fucking Florence Pugh. But that's my opinion.
Did you really like Fighting with My Family?
What?
It was the wrestler movie about Paige. She's a super. Florence Pugh was in that movie.
Oh my fucking god, she was in that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, she played Paige.
Yeah.
in that movie.
I did not realize. Ugh!
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of that movie was shot like 3 years ago, so it's like
Yeah.
she's much younger in that movie
Yeah.
than she is in
But-
Midsummer.
But I was about to say, like, I only know her from Midsummer, and she was great.
I thought she should have got a main actress nom for Midsummer.
Yeah.
That was a great
for
performance.
sure.
Yeah, like
But,
I
I mean,
feel like
like-
that was the more challenging role, but like also at the same time, like that movie came out in the summer, and
horror always gets snubbed at the Oscars.
yeah,
Because I was going to
because
say,
once we get further on this list, let's go back to supporting actor. You know who got fucking snubbed? Willem Dafoe for The Lighthouse.
Oh, shit, man. Him and fucking
Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson.
No, they were so good.
Yeah, and The Lighthouse only got 1 nom this year.
Fuck.
But yeah, like Tanner was saying, horror
Horror always-
or
yeah.
anything conceived as horror.
Yeah.
Well, only they get the short end.
Like Get Out only got the praise it got because for some reason it was considered as a comedy. Like that's how it was considered into the award show, so it won a couple of
and I
things.
think
I
also
still-
too with
yeah.
like sort of the social context.
Yeah, sure. But like that's the only like horror adjacent thing in recent memory that's really
Yeah.
done successful. At
And
these
I mean,
why the
Get
fuck-
Out did deserve it.
Why the
'cause it was-
fuck Richard Jewell's on here? That looks scary.
For some reason, the Academy really loves Clint Eastwood.
Why? He's nothing but problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I guess so they seem fair or what? I don't know.
He was a cowboy and he's threatening them.
No,
He must like walk up on his like fucking cane and has a fucking revolver. You better nominate my movie for
yeah,
something.
no, that's the thing with Clint Eastwood is like he's a household name. So like just because of that, like
Anything he's attached to, is
anything
gonna
is
get
attached to.
attention.
If he's
Yeah.
a director of a movie, they're like, fuck, it must be a great movie.
Yeah, and I'm not. And like some of his movies are like pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty-
it's just that he's not a good person.
Yeah, and if we're going off of just like quality of film, I don't know. There's also just a lot of controversy behind Richard Jewell.
Yeah, and I don't know anybody that saw that movie. Like I mean, I'm sure it probably.
Other than critics,
I'm sure it made
No, I bet
way
you
more money than we're expecting.
No, I bet you any old person around here, we ask them, hey, did you go see Richard Jewell? They'll probably say yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because the thing is, just sort of the impression I got, it's not that Richard Jewell was necessarily a bad movie. It's just that there's a lot of really weird politics kind of structured around the film and inside of it.
Yeah, like I remember first seeing the trailers when one of the movies we saw, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Why did Clint Eastwood release this movie right now?" And
Because he feels like white people are under attack, and he's an old angry white man.
exactly, and that narrative and the whole narrative. Like one of the reviews I read on the movie was the whole film is about jumping to conclusions, believing the media narrative about someone because it could be wrong, but then the movie goes out and slanders that one female reporter who is dead and can't defend herself.
Yeah.
Like that's really fucking shitty.
I will also say Richard Jewell did not lost $18 million.
Good.
So
Oh, it lost
$18 million.
Well, good.
Has a 74% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I think we kind of talked about ScarJo and Jojo Rabbit. I thought she was really good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Um,
If she wasn't in the movie, it wouldn't be the same movie. It wouldn't have been as impactful.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think her acting in the way was. I think it was just a well-written character.
Yeah, I think it was more of how she was written.
Yeah, like I think you could have put kind of anyone in that
Kathy
role.
Bates has,
Kathy Bates would have been good.
Richard
I love
Jewell.
Kathy Bates. I wish I could talk about it. I didn't even know Kathy Bates was in Richard Jewell.
Yeah,
she was one of the few things that I said I'm interested only because of Kathy
I did-
Bates.
Yeah,
He-
Kathy Bates is a fantastic.
She
actress.
plays Richard Jewell's mother in the movie.
I mean, I love Kathy Bates.
I don't think any of us saw Bombshell, right?
No,
No.
it doesn't look bad.
And I love Margot Robbie. Kind of wish she would have got Best Supporting Actress for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
She
got it for
really
the
needed that.
Fox movie. So
Yeah, and there's some weird like political stuff around that.
I know
movie,
it's
too.
shocking to hear that a movie about the Fox News has weird political commentary around it, but it does.
Yeah. Well,
Let's get to
None of
one.
us have seen it, so we can't really comment on
so
it.
we can't really comment on it. I thought Laura Dern was really good.
I
in Marriage
thought
Story.
she was fantastic in Marriage Story. I thought she was absolutely phenomenal. I love Laura Dern, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love when
like-
she hijacks her kids' TikTok. I'm a huge fan of it.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's great.
And she's just had this really awesome career resurgence over the past few years that I've just really enjoyed.
Yep.
That being said, I probably would have I think her role in Little Women is a little more challenging.
Yeah.
I think I would like to see her got the nom for Marriage Story. I mean, not for Little Women over Marriage Story.
I didn't even
And
know
then-
she was in Little Women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the
Oh,
mom.
Yeah, I remember Pat tweeting
Gotta
about
watch
it.
Little Women.
It's so good. Like
Oh,
we'll talk about it
Yeah.
probably later on, but it is a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
And by later on, like right now, Florence Pugh is amazing in Little Women. Like like I said, I was talking about how I think she deserves the main actress nom for Midsummer, but at the same time, I can't argue with putting her in supporting actress. Now, who do we think will win? I honestly have no clue. This is
Yeah.
I
kind
don't
of
know. This is.
I'm kind of going with Colt's
Old white people
thinking
shit.
here with best
Kathy
supporting.
Bates.
I think
It's
Kathy.
Kathy
I think
Bates.
Kathy
I think it's
Bates
Kathy
I
Bates,
think Kathy
too.
Bates.
wins
Yeah.
best supporting actress, and I love Kathy Bates.
I do
I
too.
really love her, and I will not be mad at it. just because she deserves all the awards. I love Kathy Bates, but phenomenal in American Horror Story. I feel like that's not really talked about a lot, but.
Just if it was for a different movie without this weird climate around it, we'd probably be more like enthusiastic.
Yeah.
But,
And again, plus none of us have seen it.
Yeah.
Well, also too, like I think they're probably just going to give her the nom
Oscars
because
going stupid this year.
because
They go stupid every year.
they do. Can we talk about how Green Book won Best Picture last year?
Oh God, I don't want to. I don't want to.
But I think I probably just gave the nom to her. I don't think she's going to win. I mean, box office, while it doesn't have much of an effect on the Oscars, it can.
Ooh, yeah.
But like also too, like I said, for some reason the Academy does like Clint Eastwood, but they don't love him.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
they're not like
they
beholden to him.
Yeah, they might have given him like Oscars for Unforgiven in '92, but like outside of that, like he tends to get nominations. His movies tend to get nominations, but they don't win.
The Mule.
Fuck off.
God, you saw The Mule, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
I totally forgot that movie
I've never watched that
existed.
shit.
If I was putting money, I would probably say Scarlett Johansson.
That's me. Who I think would win it. I'm thinking ScarJo.
Fair. That's fair.
I'm going Kathy Bates.
Okay,
Yeah.
so me and Pat are going ScarJo, and all three of y'all are saying Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
I want Laura Dern to win.
KB.
I do want Laura Dern to win.
I want Laura Dern to win.
I haven't seen Little Women, so I can't
No,
tell.
this is Marriage Story.
No, Marriage
Laura
Story.
Dern's
No,
Marriage Story.
I know. I'm talking about who I would want to win.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen Little Women, but I feel like Florence Pugh was probably fantastic in that.
Florence
I'm sure
Pugh
she
is the
was,
best
yeah.
part of the
So
movie.
I would person I'd probably want to win would be Florence Pugh.
I think it'd be cool for her to win because she's still like real. I mean, she's got a whole career in front of her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I loved her in Midsummer,
Yeah.
but she's not on here
she's
for
gonna
that.
be in Black Widow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Who is she in Black Widow?
Black
Scarlett's
Widow's
sister?
sister.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
She's
I didn't
the.
recognize her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Well, that's because I don't know what she looks like.
Now,
Hey, hey. Don't. That's good shit, Patrick.
oh my god.
I only know her with bangs. She didn't have bangs in Black Widow.
Ah, there we go. That's the problem.
She didn't have bangs in Midsummer.
That's where I know her from.
Wasn't she in fucking Little Women?
yeah, she was
Okay.
She had bangs in Little Women. I recognized her there. Take the bangs away, I couldn't pick her out of a lineup.
God fucking damn it, Pat. I was about to make a serious point, and then Pat just fucking.
I'm sorry if there's like an audio thing. My hand went up and it was on the line for the headphones.
Oh my god.
Tanner crying, a little piss baby.
Just Patrick. No, please.
I don't know. It's, like I said, I probably think ScarJo's going to win, but as a dark horse, probably Margot Robbie.
Maybe.
Just because of the movie she's in.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a tough one.
But yeah, like I was sort of with Tanner. Like I felt like she probably deserved it more for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
For sure.
And then I guess you can argue like, well, she was only in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for 25 or 30 minutes, probably, maybe not even that long.
But I mean, that still
and
makes
she doesn't
her.
have many like.
And she doesn't
lines.
have many actual lines, but just like the way she acts is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Margaret
Yeah.
Qualley was also really good in there too.
Who?
Margaret
Who?
Qualley, the
Oh,
hippie girl.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think she had a name. She probably
Yeah.
did.
No, she
Pussycat.
did. Pussycat.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was really good too.
Now, is that all we have to say about supporting actors?
Yeah,
I can't.
sadly.
Were there any other because
Oh,
snubs?
snubs.
I can't think.
Idina Menzel for Uncut Gems.
Any of
Yeah.
the women in Parasite?
Parasite. Yeah, we're gonna say like even though like Parasite did get 6 noms, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It deserved more.
More than I thought it was going to get.
Ooh. Yeah. I can't think.
I'm trying to think if there's like any just absurdly like obvious ones to me, and I'm sure there are, and I'm just like blanking.
Gwyneth Paltrow in Game.
Hey, there we go.
Oh man. I don't know.
Yeah, as far as snubs, I can't really.
I can't really think of like
Maybe. Well, that would probably be for Best Actress. The I can never. Ana de Armas for Knives Out.
Ana de Armas.
She
yeah.
was amazing.
Oh,
in
yeah,
there,
but
but
she-
she was a main character.
Yeah,
She was the main
She would be
character.
for main.
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to go to best lead actor, and this for me is probably the only one where I'm like, oh yeah, this is a sure lock. Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory.
That's it. That's his lock.
He's got it. Leonardo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Adam Driver for Marriage Story. Joaquin Phoenix for Joker. And Jonathan Pryce for Two Popes. I mean, the lock is obvious. It's Jonathan Pryce for Two Popes.
Yeah, everybody loves the two popes. No, we can't stop talking about the two popes. There was popes, and then there was two of them.
But it's like there was one pope, and then it turned around, and then there was another pope.
We're lousy with popes over here.
Honestly, that's pretty much how it happens.
Spaghetti.
Why are there two popes?
Spaghetti and
Rome.
meatballs.
Was Pain and Glory a boxing movie?
No, it's about an artist sort of like reflecting on his life and like sort of experience over in the, sort of his twilight years. But something Jonathan and I were talking about, between all of us, we have at least watched or heard of all these movies. Pain and Glory had completely ran us by. I did not know about this movie until I looked up the nomination.
Apparently, it got a lot of buzz. Like Antonio Banderas won the actor award at Cannes, and with a lot of the Oscar conversation, people are really talking about it. I'm like, where the fuck was this movie?
When did it release?
Well, I think it premiered in Cannes, which was which a lot of these movies did, which was in April.
Yeah. So, but like, did it get a wide release?
I don't think so, because it's a Spanish language film. So.
Because I feel like we usually like keep our. I don't want to say, but I feel like at least one of us in the group usually has like our finger on the pulse of even half-hyped movies.
It came out in October 4th.
And like I just had no idea about this movie. And I like Antonio Banderas.
Yeah,
I knew about it.
I mean, like he got a lot of buzz at Cannes.
I heard about it very briefly.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, for me, I feel like who's going to win? It's going to be a lock, and it's probably going to be
Joaquin. It's Joaquin.
And I'm not mad about it.
No.
I think that's the only award Joker deserves.
Yeah, maybe cinematography. Fucking 11 noms. Like
Joker has 11 nominations.
It is the most nominated movie this year, and it's
like,
and it's not like I swear I'm going to stop ranting about how much
Just know that Jonathan hates the Joker. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I enjoy it.
Me and Cole, like, we didn't even get our spiels about why we thought it was good.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry for just, like, shitting on y'all.
This is negative takes only positives. Get out of here.
I mean, to be fair, though, like, it's not even in my top 10.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, I don't think it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
And like, even, like, sort of, like, the more, like, everyone's like, oh, this movie's problematic. I don't even think it is, minus, depicting...
How it depicts
the mentally ill as like ticking time bombs. But
yeah,
even then, it was just, to me, that movie was so fucking pretentious and up its own ass.
Yeah,
but
which hits the 11 nominations.
But I mean, I think everybody can agree. Joaquin did great.
Joaquin he was the Joker in the movie.
The Joker, baby.
He was the Joker, baby. We live in a society. But like, he was phenomenal. What he did with the script, how he acted, his body language, how he got committed to the role. I'm not even going to be mad if I think he should win.
I mean, I don't disagree. Yeah. As much as I don't like Joker, I think with as shitty as the script is, he did a fucking phenomenal job with it.
Literally, my favorite actor, Adam Driver, is nominated for this category, and I think Joaquin Phoenix should win it over Adam Driver. And I think Adam Driver was top form phenomenal. Yeah. And Marriage Story, don't get me wrong, but like I think Joaquin did more with, and he had way less. Let's be honest, Todd Phillips is no Noah Baumbach. You know,
that is very true.
Like motherfucker wrote The Hangover. Like, okay,
don't talk shit on The Hangover.
All of them.
Colt, don't talk shit on The Hangover.
Colt's a huge Hangover
I own
fan.
all of the merch possible.
Colt wears the shirt with the baby.
The baby carrier that was used.
Like Colt, he just knows all the Hangover rules.
He even has the headless giraffe.
He bought the prop of the pinky that was cut off.
Yeah,
I got the monkey. He's still alive. He's great. He's doing great.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, as far as like anyone who I'd want to win, besides like Joaquin, I mean, it would be Adam Driver.
And then Leo getting another one would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I
I feel if Leo won an award for his acting, it probably better suited to this one.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
kind of felt like
Yeah.
when he won, it kind of like, okay, here's your like participation Oscar almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because let's be honest, Revenant not even a top.
Fuck you!
No, it's not even a top 10 Leonardo DiCaprio performance.
Oh, motherfucker! You
haven't
dumb
seen
piece
it
of
yet.
shit!
I still really want to see it.
It's not a top 10 Leo.
Yeah, you need to see it.
I can't comment on Revenant. I haven't seen
It's
it.
not top 10. You know what is
God.
good? Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can's really
It's
good.
great.
Yeah.
The Aviator's also really good too.
The Aviator?
You played Howard Hughes.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
good one.
What's
Yeah.
Eating Gilbert Grape? But just saying, casting would not fly. Current day.
Also, Titanic. But I mean, but again,
Man,
like the
man.
Revenant was very much like, okay, Leo, we've kind of snubbed you. No, here you go, boy.
Oh, God.
It's a fine movie.
What the fuck was that?
That's my angry. That's me being
He
angry.
like coughed, but his tongue was all
I
the
saw,
way out.
man, I remember seeing The Revenant in theaters, and it was snowing that day. Fuck, man, it was so, oof, it really got me into it. But man, you reminded me of Catch Me If You Can. Such a good movie.
It's a great movie. I watched it for the first time this week.
It's
and
very fun.
phenomenal.
Very
So,
fun.
so we all agree, Joaquin.
I think
Yeah.
Joaquin wins.
Well, I think Joaquin.
That's who I want to win, and that's I think who will win.
I'm with Wenzel.
That's my
Yeah.
Joaquin.
Now a snub, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Yes, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, huge. Oh my God, huge snub. Also, I want to go out on a limb. I think Daniel Craig for Knives Out is a bit of a snub. I don't know if it would be lead actor or supporting. It's kind of
I think-
weird. I'd consider him a main person in that movie.
I feel
if
like
it was up
Chris-
to me, it would be main actor.
and he was like almost top billing. I think he was only below like Chris Evans.
Ah, man.
I feel like Chris Evans was more of a main character.
no,
I think they were both main characters. I think Daniel
if
Craig.
Chris
was,
Evans would to get nominated, he would be for supporting.
yeah, if Chris Evans got it, and I wouldn't.
I don't know. I think Daniel Craig's a co-lead, but I think he would win that because he was so freaking good.
Yeah, I think Daniel Craig's a snub to me for best actor. Adam Sandler is a ginormous. one.
That's like probably the most egregious oversight of like the
I
Academy
want
Awards this
Adam
year.
Sandler to win this.
Yeah.
I would want Adam Sandler to win over more than Joaquin. I think Adam Sandler did a better job than
I think-
Joaquin.
I
Knowing the two people's careers.
Like, and that's the thing. Like Joaquin has another chance to win a fucking
Yeah.
Oscar. Like, I don't think Adam Sandler. I don't think that's up in his
And,
cards.
and the thing is, Adam Sandler's a good actor. He knows his audience. He knows what makes him money.
Yeah,
like
he just
he's a
got-
good actor.
He just kind of plays the system.
Yeah. Like, Click is a great movie. He's great in Meyerowitz stories. Like he has had very good performances. Waterboy, I still think is a great movie.
A lot of people swear by Punch Drunk Love.
Oh, I watched that for the first time last year. Phenomenal movie.
Another snub, I would say Robert Pattinson for The Lighthouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just based on what y'all said, that sounds like a huge snub. Especially considering, I mean, like Defoe and Pattinson literally carried the movie.
They were the only.
They were
Because
the only characters,
They were
yeah.
the only
They were the only
characters, but
characters.
yeah, it was. I really love The Lighthouse.
Yeah. So
So is that all we have to say? about
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Joker baby.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's probably about the only one on this list that's like a sure lock.
Yeah.
Now for Best Actress, Cynthia Erivo. Sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. For Harriet
Revo,
Erivo, is that how you pronounce it?
I think.
It's
That's how-
spelled like that.
That's how it's spelled.
Either way, like I'm sorry for butchering your
Yeah.
name. ScarJo for Marriage Story. Saoirse Ronan for Little Women.
Is that how it's pronounced?
I believe so.
That sounds right.
I keep.
Saoirse Ronan. Yeah, that's. I swear to God, I had to look it up 5 times since we saw that movie
Oh,
last
man.
night, and I'm like, God, I'm a garbage.
I love
person.
her.
God, I'll just read. It just reminds me of like in school how substitutes would read out names. I understand the pain because I would not want to know how to. I would want to know. I just would not know how to.
I'd just be like, ah! And I've also been a substitute teacher, so can't. Fucking shit.
Charlize Theron from Bombshell and Renee Zellweger from Judy.
I don't know Harriet or Judy. I don't
Okay,
remember.
so-
Judy's just a movie about Judy Garland.
And it's the Harriet Tubman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know those two people. It's
No.
just I don't know these movies.
Yeah, I didn't watch the movies.
I don't either.
Now,
I will say,
as far as like when I put my ear to the ground and everyone talking about who will probably win this one, people are really saying Renee Zellweger for Judy.
I have a professor. We had like a 30-minute discussion about the Oscars the day nominations came out in class, and she was very upset that Judy was not nominated for Best Picture, and said that that Renee Zellweger should win Best Actress for Judy, which is as much on that movie that I have to say because I did not see it.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think any of us saw it, but yeah, from what everyone says, like if that movie was going to be nominated, it would be Renee Zellweger.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people really were talking about Charlize Theron.
She's amazing in everything.
Yeah,
Furiosa.
Yeah, she's amazing in everything, and apparently her portrayal of Megyn Kelly is just like seamless. I really loved Saoirse Ronan, and
She's great in everything.
She's great in
I
everything.
mean, really?
I mean, like
Really?
in Budapest, phenomenal. Lady Bird,
Phenomenal.
Who was she in Grand Budapest Hotel?
She was Zero's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, she was. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I did not know that.
Yeah, no, she's great in everything. I haven't seen Little Women. Again, I like Greta Gerwig. I think is one of the great minds for generation.
Yeah, and that's a snub we'll get to later on.
Yeah, we will. But so Little Women's like the number one movie I want to see right now. But I would like for her to win. I still think the Academy has something against like younger
They do.
people.
Yeah, they do.
generally and
They usually give it to older
people. And I think Ronan's younger than me. I think she's only like 21 or 22.
Old people complaining
Ronan?
about participation awards.
She may be closer to mine and Jonathan's age.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Somebody tapping?
No,
I went-
no. Yeah.
Don't do that.
But she's very young. Scarlett Johansson, great in Marriage Story.
Yeah, I thought like if she's going to win, I think she deserves it more for Marriage Story than Jojo Rabbit. I think that for that movie was just much more challenging and her performance was really good.
No, Ronan is 25.
Oh yeah.
So she's
mine and Jonathan's age.
Yeah.
I have a huge crush on her. I'm gonna say it. I love
You have
her.
a huge crush on Jonathan and Tanner?
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew it.
I have a huge crush on her.
So this is another award where like I just don't really know.
I don't either.
I mean,
I'm proud for this one. I'll probably just.
I'm going to go
as
ahead.
bad as I hate because I haven't seen the movie. I'm going to trust everyone's opinion and say Renee Zellweger.
yeah, I think that's who wins this. It's not who I want to win this. I mean, I'm not going to be
Same.
mad if she wins.
Me
but
either.
I think that's who wins it. Personally, if I got to pick who I wanted to win it, even though I haven't seen Little Women, I'd want Ronan to win it just because
Sure.
That would
she's
be-
phenomenal and everything. I think it'd be really cool somebody my age winning.
That's
an
who
Oscar.
I would want to win. I haven't seen it, but I'm like, I want you to win.
For me, who I'd want to win is between ScarJo and Saoirse Ronan, and I'd probably go Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan. I'm sorry if we're getting your name wrong. People get my name wrong all the time. If you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I love you.
All of your work is great.
All right,
I hope you're continuously
So
successful.
who all y'all think's going to win?
I definitely who I think will win. I'm kind of thinking Scarlett Johansson would win.
Yeah, like I haven't seen Marriage Story, but that's who I think would win.
I think Scarlett Johansson will win, but I love Charlize Theron, and I want her to win. So that's all I got from Bombshell.
I would like to see.
So you said ScarJo, or who did you say?
Who will win? ScarJo. Sorry, Pat.
I think who I would like to win. I would like Saoirse. I'm sorry,
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan. I would really like her to win because she had just like a captivating, like heartfelt, like strong performance in Little Women, and I feel like she was like the heart of the film. Of course, she is the main character, but like it really came across in the film, and how like her interactions with all the other characters, it felt deserved if she would win for this.
In case you didn't realize, we highly recommend Little Women. You should see it.
God,
I want to see it now.
really wanted to make time for it this week, and I just wasn't able to squeeze it in.
Scarlett Johansson.
A snub for this, I want to say it, Julia Fox, Uncut Gems.
Yes.
I think she's
yes.
I think she was phenomenal. And I don't even know how many movies she's been in this prior to Uncut Gems.
Wait, was she the mistress?
Yeah, she's the mistress.
Yeah, this was her first movie.
Yeah,
ever.
oh my God,
She did an amazing
out of
job.
this world. Great.
Oh shit! Should we have said maybe Kevin Garnett for best supporting actor?
Oh,
he was good.
Kevin Garnett was good in it. I don't know if I would put him on the same tier as like a Brad Pitt.
Lakeith Stanfield.
I mean, for he was great in it.
I mean,
too.
like for his first movie ever.
I mean, sure, but like
But yeah,
if we
I
had to
think I'm
pick
with
somebody's first movie ever, it had to be Julia Fox. Julia Fox was incredible
But
in this movie.
Lakeith Stanfield needs to he needs
award.
something. He's fantastic.
either for Uncut Gems or Knives Out.
Either, yeah.
Hell, let's go back and give him something for Sorry to Bother You.
And Get Out.
And Get Out.
Yeah, I mean, God,
Yeah,
man,
he was just
dude had a hell of a
No, dude is
Well
like,
done.
dude is good.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
I imagine like once the Oscars, like once the old people die off, he'll start getting some awesome awards because he deserves.
Nah, they won't die off. They like
live
to
forever.
No,
They clone.
they drain the energy out of young people.
Yeah, that's true.
Alrighty, and now I think in the next few awards are probably going to not have as much conversation. Best animated film, we got How to Train Your Dragon, Hidden World, Toy Story 4, Klaus, Missing Link, and I Lost.
This is the first time I haven't seen any.
So I haven't seen any of these.
I will say about people love those How to Train Your Dragon movies. I've actually never seen any of them.
I've seen the first one. It's really good.
But I mean, people say they're great. I'm like,
I've seen the first two.
I'm sure they are. I just have never seen them. I've only seen Toy Story from this list. Toy Story was great. My humble opinion, the second best Toy Story, just behind Toy Story 2. But
I saw the only one out of this list I've seen is Toy Story 4, and I liked it, but like I cannot tell you a thing that happened. I just kind of it was one of those things I forgot.
what about you, Pat? I know you've seen multiple movies on this
Yes,
list.
I've seen of the nominees. I have seen Toy Story 4 and Klaus. And Toy Story 4, it was a good movie. While I don't think it was the most impressive animated film this year, to me that goes to Klaus because Klaus is streaming on Netflix. And it is just like a superlatively animated film. Like it's just like rich in character design and color, animation, just a wonderful story. And like it kind of caught me by surprise because like kind of like the origin of Santa Claus is it's not a new concept. I really like how they kind of structured the film, sort of like Santa Claus is like a supporting character within the film in a way because it's about a young postman sort of like being marooned in sort of this faraway town and sort of like forced to sort of like examine himself, and he builds a friendship with Santa Claus, and it's just a fantastic film. I highly suggest you go out to watch this. It's very much worth your time, and it's I can't praise it enough. It's in my top 10 for 2019, and that's who I want to win.
Just from your description, that's who I want to win too.
I've heard good things about Klaus. I think it will win, and then that's also what I want to win.
I honestly think Klaus will win just because of what it does with its animation style. I guess what I want to win is Toy Story 4 just because it's the only one I've seen, so it's the only one I can have a real opinion on. I've heard all of these movies are good. I've heard Missing Link was actually surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Like
I heard I Lost My Body was really good. I haven't seen it.
yeah. Personally, I've only seen Toy Story 4, and I think that's the one who's going to win just because
They have a bias toward Disney and Pixar.
Yeah, because it's the movies that they go see with their grandkids. Is what their kids
and
see.
what was it? The year Frozen won. It was like only like one person voted or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I remember reading like sort of the comments. They said two people only saw one, and that was Frozen, and the other three judges just abstained.
Yeah.
So Frozen was just kind of like a shoo-in, which is a shame because like usually with these programs like they're all worth seeing. And it's just sad that animation is just sort of like constantly undervalued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people see it as the kid medium.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like it doesn't have
especially
anything
in the
substantial to
West.
say.
And
Where's
like,
my
really-
fucking anime movies in this shit?
and like
Yeah, and like I think like the only anime movie that's ever won is Spirited Away.
Which is it's an amazing movie.
Which I mean, it's a
just
superb.
Completely warranted.
But the only reason Miyazaki has any sort of reputation over here, besides the general anime boom was John Lasseter bringing
Yeah, because
Miyazaki to the West.
the Disney sort of like partnership with Miyazaki's
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
put me down for Toy Story.
Okay. So,
Now, do you think that there are like any snubs? I think got overlooked for animation.
I mean, personally, I think like Promare, just because that movie was
Promare.
lit as fuck.
I
But
was-
that is just something that is completely outside of the Academy's
scope.
perspective. Like,
I was going to say the Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super Broly movie.
That was really good,
Just
too.
because it's really well animated, and it seems like if there was an anime movie to get nominated, like Dragon Ball Z, I feel like is huge enough in the West for it to get warranted.
it's huge enough, but it's so like genre specific.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like the Academy would like just turn their
Just
nose
imagine
to it.
like Anthony Hopkins and the winner for best animated movie, Dragon Ball Z Brawly.
Dragon Ball Z Brawly.
Kimetsu no Yaiba movie.
So let's see.
Aren't they making the Demon Slayer
Yeah.
anime
Yeah, they
movie?
are.
That's what's gonna happen.
Who do you think's going to win?
Who I think will win? I feel like Toy Story is going to win.
Yeah, because it's Disney.
All
You know how
righty.
old people and their grandkids love Disney.
Disney.
Alrighty.
Disney.
And I guess we're kind of done with that one.
Give me Disney.
Alrighty. Now here's
Pat looked freaked out.
Like there it goes with the indigestion again.
Yeah.
now this is going to be a fun category to talk about. Cinematography. Now this one is
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, this is a big.
This is a tough category.
Yeah, this is going to be a really tough category. All right, there's a lot of like really hard to pronounce names in this one, and if I butcher their names, I'm so sorry.
We love cinematography.
Honestly,
I
I love
all of these.
I love everyone on this list.
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo Prieto.
Prieto.
Thank you. For The Irishman. Lawrence Shear for Joker. Jaron
Blaschk.
Blaschk.
I don't know.
I would think Blosh.
Blaschk for The Lighthouse. Roger Deakins for 1917, because of course.
Ooh, this is a tough name. Fuck.
Robert
Dixon.
Dick's son. No, Robert Richardson for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ooh, man.
Like this is a really tough category because it could go to any of them, and I would not be.
Yeah, I could go to
wouldn't
any
be
of these
mad.
movies and I wouldn't be upset. And like,
Any movie Roger Deakins is the cinematographer for, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, man.
But 1917 looked really fantastic.
1970, like I saw it as the time of this recording. I saw it yesterday, and God, that's a gorgeous movie. And this group knows I'm not huge on war movies. I hated Dunkirk. I think Dunkirk's a piece of flaming hot ass.
It's just Tanner just keeps confirming that he has bad taste.
But 1917 was phenomenal. I love 1917. I would love for it to see it win here, but I think I have two other movies I'd want to win more.
The thing is, I feel like out of these, probably like the Joker cinematography or like maybe Once Upon a Time in Hollywood win.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood wins this.
Oh
Now it's
Yeah.
like who will win? Honestly, I think it'd probably be Joker, just because of the
Staircase scene.
sort of the narrative around
Yeah,
it.
just the narrative. around it, yeah.
I personally think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is just because, like you guys brought up before, like anything about-
Hollywood loves Hollywood.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
with someone like the historical stuff they showed in Hollywood, it's like they're like, oh,
The whole, I mean, like, listen to Tarantino talk himself. That movie's a huge tribute to old 60s Hollywood.
and I mean it's a great
And
movie.
Man, the people eat that shit up. And yeah, it's a phenomenal movie in its own right. But man, like, on top of that, like, yeah.
God, for me, who I would want. Well, I say Joker, but Roger Deakins is also a favorite of the Academy. If Joker doesn't get it, then it'll probably be Roger Deakins. Now, who I'd want to win? The guy for The Lighthouse. That movie was just gorgeous.
The way of the shot, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it'd be really cool if the Lighthouse won, just because I do think it got snubbed in a lot of categories.
Yeah.
Well,
based on,
this
like-
is the only thing it was nominated
Yeah, I
for.
know. So I think it got snubbed a lot. Like,
Yeah,
especially
for
like
sure.
I think Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. I mean, even what I know about the movie, I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
Best film couple. That's what they should have
Yeah.
nominated
Yes.
My OTP goes to.
And you said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood wins it. I will be happy with any of these movies winning. Like, there's not one I want more than the other. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
If Prito got it for Irishman, just because I think Irishman was gorgeous.
Yeah. Like you said, I wouldn't be upset. As far as like snubs go, like, I mean, I don't.
Say Star Wars.
No.
Star Wars wouldn't fit into that category.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe Little Women. There isn't anyone I would kick out of this list to replace with.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Like, I can't think of a true. Like, I thought Uncut Gems was shot great.
Uncut Gems.
But I don't even. I mean, I guess I would replace the Lighthouse with Uncut Gems just because I haven't seen the Lighthouse. But like what I know about the Lighthouse, I know people think that is one of the most gorgeous movies ever made. So,
you know, Colt and Pat, who do you think's going to win?
Who I think would win? I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is going to win. Who I'd like to win? It would be The Lighthouse.
Okay.
I think 1917 is going to win, and I want 1917 to win. It's a beautiful movie.
Absolutely, and like I said, actually a good war movie.
All right.
You're just talking shit on so many movies.
And like Fury
just
came
because
out,
you dislike Dunkirk, there's so many other amazing movies.
Fury
even
came
if
out
you
last
don't like-
decade.
I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm saying I thought Dunkirk was dog shit, and I think 1917 is my favorite I've seen in the last 10 years.
You must hate wiping your ass, you shitty ass. Fuck you.
Alrighty. Editing.
What about me?
Oh, I thought you said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, but one I wanted to win is
Sorry.
1917. That's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip you. And like
No, this is okay.
that is a good choice because 1917 was great. Best editing nominees are Thelma Schoonmaker for.
I don't know how. I'm sorry. I don't know how that person made it.
Oh, hold on.
I hate the eyes. I'm sorry.
All right,
But
go
that
on.
would
Wait,
be
that
would be more.
That'd be
VFX,
VFX.
that's not editing.
Okay.
for
What is editing?
Editing a
like
movie,
just like sort of like
how it
scene
flows together.
construction,
How they put the
Okay.
movie together.
how they put it
Cuts and
together.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Idiot.
I didn't know.
No.
I didn't fucking do it.
Tom Eagles for Jojo Rabbit, Jeff Groth for Joker, Michael McCusker and Andrew Buckland for Ford v Ferrari. The first time that showed up on the list.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And Yang Jinmo for Parasite. Also first on the list.
I'm going to say it. I know we talk about snubs last, but it's insane that 1917 is not on this list.
Agreed.
1917
And-
should be a runaway win in this category.
It's gimmick.
I agree. Well, I mean, yeah, any sort of like quote one shot movie is a gimmick, but at the same time, that is a feat to put a movie like that together.
Yeah.
But like the Academy's sort of idea for what good editing is as many cuts as possible.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why the Joker's going to win this.
and that's why I think like
Is that why Bohemian Rhapsody won?
it was
Yeah.
and anyone who knows anything about editing said that's bullshit because that movie is like shoddily edited.
Even what I know about editing, just from the stuff we used to do for YouTube, I know that shit sucked.
Man.
And also, Bohemian Rhapsody is just a bad movie. Love Rami Malek, but Bohemian
yeah,
Rhapsody was an awful movie.
that there's a lot of things with that.
But
movie.
1917 is a egregious snub on this list.
Yeah.
I don't even know
agree.
who edited it.
Because
but-
if anybody knows, for like most of the movie, it is shot one shot, but it's obviously like it's not actually one
It's
shot.
not actually one shot,
except until you get to the scene at the end when the main character's running. That is purely one shot.
That's one shot, yeah.
But like the most of it's simulated to be one shot. But the fact that they put that together and make you think it is, like,
Yeah.
that's great.
And,
Whoever-
Yeah.
this doesn't really have to do with the editing, but have y'all watched like behind the scenes videos of how they actually filmed it like they did?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's insane what they did for that movie.
Yep.
yeah, like
So-
I just hit Colt because I
agree.
don't like Colt.
As far as any other snubs, like I don't know. For me, editing is one of those really hard categories to kind
Yeah.
of because and some of these next categories are going to be that way because it's editing is one of those things where you don't really notice unless they're specifically calling attention to it or that it's just outright horrendous. All these do their job. I mean, I love Parasite, so like
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I think in the editing in it's pretty good, or really good.
I think Jojo Rabbit's a weird one on this list.
I do too. It's not that it's shoddily edited or
No,
that
but
it's-
like it didn't seem like any. Like I can see the rest of these being on this list. Like Jojo Rabbit is kind of weird to me.
and I think it's also just sort of the nature of editing. I feel like if we were like editors, there might be something.
Oh,
there.
sure, absolutely. Like, keep in mind, we're coming from the perspective of nobody with hardly any video editing experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, our cocks would be on the table and we would be like, yeah.
Why is they on the table? Why are they out?
Because we're editors and our dicks are hard, idiot.
All right.
I think
Dummy.
Thelma Schoonmaker is going to win it for The Irishman. Just because I guess as far as the feats go, I guess that was the most featful, just because it was a 3.5 hour movie and it was coherent all the way through. It was a very fluid movie, despite some of us thinking it was dragging.
Who thought that?
Me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he who must not be named, Cody. But
Because it did.
Voldemort.
Yeah,
Voldemort. He hates
Beetlejuice.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
But yeah, I think Thomas Schumacher
Candyman.
is a shoe in for this.
Hey, Cole, if you say Candyman 5 times, he'll come.
As
Not
far
hungry.
as this is another one who I don't know who will win.
I think it goes to Joker, who will win, just because it's Joker. But even though I want Parasite to win because it's Parasite.
I got a feeling that they're going to give this one to Parasite.
I feel like that too because if there's enough talk and there has been, I feel like they can't ignore it. You know?
They can't.
I know. Hey, keep it down. Keep it down. I know.
Keep it down.
Fuck, you're making me choke.
All right, and what do you think, Pat?
I think The Irishman will win for editing, but I would like to see The Parasite.
Yeah, I would like to see Parasite win too, just because
Same.
I think it's kind of gotten.
Like, I mean, it got 6 noms, but like, yeah.
But like, it's a movie where people have to read. So how many things is it actually going to win? It's just like that's honestly what it boils down to, because people hate reading subtitles.
Yeah, that's why we watch.
well, that and
That's why we watch
the
Weather with
Academy
You.
just kind of sucks.
Yeah, and a bunch of rich people watching Parasite, they're not going to get it.
Yeah, they'll just be like, I feel bad for those rich people.
yeah, they're going to take the exact wrong message from them. Alrighty, this one's going to be real short. Best international film nominees are Parasite.
That's it.
Pain and Glory, Les Miserables, Honeyland, and Corpus Christi.
Parasite wins this, right?
Parasite.
I think Parasite wins. I want Parasite to win. I actually do want to see the French version of Les Miserables. I think that'd be interesting. And I've
The
heard.
French version of a French.
Well, I say the French version because the only version I've ever seen
Is the
version-
American.
is the English.
Well, I
Yeah.
think like
It's just funny.
is it like adapting the musical?
Jonathan, I want to be honest. No
fucking
I didn't
idea.
even know
I
it
didn't-
existed until it got nominated.
I don't know why it's on here because I thought about the fucker
The Hugh Jackman
Hugh
one.
Jackman, yeah.
They were like, we can't really think of another international movie.
Les Mis.
Let's throw Les Mis on there. It came out 4 years ago.
Yeah, but also too, like a lot of people were talking about the Portrait of the Lady on Fire. People are saying that movie's really fucking good. It got a lot
I
of
wanna
buzz
see
at-
that.
People say it's really good.
It got a lot of buzz at Cannes, but the reason it's not on here is because Les Miserables is because the sort of stipulations with the best international film, what used to be best foreign language movie, there can only be one nominee from one particular country.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it sucks.
Fuck.
Which I think is kind of dumb, but also only having 5 options is really dumb.
Mr. Oscar, if you're listening to this, fuck you.
John Oscar, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, Oscar Mayer Wiener.
But yeah, I think we want Parasite to win, and if Parasite does not win this, that is insane.
If Parasite doesn't win a single thing, I am going to turn into sadness.
The dark horse I see, and that's only because of like the sort of narrative around it. If Pain and Glory wins best international film, I think Parasite has best picture.
Man,
Because they're not going to give Parasite both international film.
Oh no, Parasite's
And-
not winning best international and best picture. Like it's just not.
So like
Even though it should.
even though I think it deserves both, but the same thing happened to Roma. Was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, last year.
You know, I'm just thinking about like best international film, Antonio Banderas. He comes up with the stage like, yeah, it's me. Yeah, Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
I have nothing against him. I just think, I don't know. Funny.
He
guy.
just finds Antonio Banderas hilarious.
Like he just like preemptively starts to stand up, and then they say Parasite, and he's just like, fuck.
No, he's like, he gets up on there and he takes the award away. He's like,
from Bong Joon-ho personally.
And I can't think of any snubs for best
The
international.
only other one I like was the one I mentioned, The Portrait of the Lady.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, I haven't even seen
Yeah, I
it.
haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Alrighty, best score.
I can already tell you one snub.
I can
right
tell you
now.
one snub too.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Oh, I can tell you 2 snubs. Uncut Gems got. Well, read the nominees.
Okay, the nominees. Oh, this is.
Ooh, can I say it? I would say it's Hildur Gundadottir.
oh, okay.
Okay, that was really
That's,
good.
yeah.
That's for,
Hildur Gundadottir
Daughter of Gudna.
for Joker. Alexandre Desplat
The splat.
Just splat.
He actually works at the French Nickelodeon offices.
That's
I'm so sorry, sir, or ma'am, if I pronounced your name wrong. For Little Women, Randy Newman for Marriage Story.
Red-headed lady reaching for an apple. She takes a bite. Oh no, wipes it on her shirt.
Shut the fuck up.
I hate you so
Randy
much.
Newman.
Shut up.
Thomas Newman for 1917 and John Williams for Rise of Skywalker.
All right, gonna say Alan Silvestri for Endgame not getting nominated for this is insane.
Oh, that it's fucking bullshit.
Endgame. I mean, Joker being on here for best score, I think is laughable.
Considering one of the songs is sung by a very widely known pedophile.
Even if that's the case, it's just it's not a good one at all.
Yeah,
Like, anyway,
that's one of my major critiques of Joker is the score is so heavy-handed.
yeah,
That's a weird choice.
yeah. Alan Silvestri not getting nominated for Endgame is insane to me. I think Uncut Gems again not getting a nomination.
Uncut
here.
Gems was so good.
It's kind of
Yeah.
wild.
I think Lighthouse should be on here just for the one song.
The seagull calls and the water splashing.
Yeah. It's like I was thinking. There is a score to the movie, but it's more of
No,
like the tense.
Oh no, it wouldn't be on here.
Also,
No.
I didn't know Randy Newman did the score for Marriage Story.
I didn't either.
I didn't know he was a real person.
And I will say, like, it was kind of an unremarkable score.
Yeah.
For a movie, I really loved Marriage Story.
Yeah.
It was my
it's,
third
it's my
favorite.
it's my favorite movie of last year.
I wouldn't disagree. It's a really fucking good movie, but the score was not what carried that movie at all. The Little Women score, it was pretty good. I will say my biggest complaint of 1917, I don't like the score.
Aw.
I like the compositions. Like the music itself is really good.
Yeah.
But how it's used.
Yeah.
It's like there were times where it would like have tried to do this big emotional swell, and I'm like, I'm just not feeling.
Yeah,
this
I
at all.
will. I will give Jonathan that. We were talking about this. There was like a part specifically for me where the music was playing and they were talking, and I was like, "Oh, that's really loud."
Yeah, it was weird.
That and like it had like weird like action movie type of scores at one point where it's like duh, 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 duh. I'm like, this does not fit this movie.
But the music, specifically during the burning village, burning town scene, I thought that was great.
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
I just didn't think overall like the score really fit the movie. And Rise of Skywalker, like
It was
Star
good.
Wars and John
It just
Williams.
felt like another Star Wars score.
Yeah, it wasn't like, to me, it wasn't like super remarkable.
Yeah.
Now, who I think will win? Honestly, I probably think they'll probably give it to John Williams.
Yeah.
Just because of the narrative. This
Yeah.
is the last one he's going to do.
Yeah.
And I think they're probably going to give it to him as more of an achievement.
Yeah, no, I think so too. That's what I.
This is it.
Who I would want to win out of this, I mean, John Williams. If we counted snubs, it would be Alan Silvestri for Endgame for sure.
Yeah. I kind of wasn't blown away by any, again, I haven't seen Little Women, but I wasn't blown away by any of these. I mean, Star Wars is still, there's epic Star Wars music. John Williams did a fantastic job with a very middling movie.
Yeah.
The worst score
Which I
in Star
saw it
Wars movie.
again, and I don't hate it
As much? Oh, really?
But I mean, it still is like where it is on my list.
Oh, yeah.
Like the stuff bullshit that's in that movie is still fucking bullshit.
I would like Randy Newman to win just because I really loved Marriage Story. I would love to see it collect a bunch of shit. But I think John Williams wins.
I think
What about
Thomas Newman will win for 1917.
you? Think that's who will win?
Yeah. And I honestly want, out of the list, I want him to win because I can't get over how good the flare scene in the Destroyed Village.
I also like the music when he's running.
Yeah.
That was
that was really good.
For me, who will win? I think it's John Williams, and then I want Thomas Newman to win for 1917.
As for me, I echo the sentiments. I think John Williams will win just for sort of like more like an achievement on a just like massive body of work. Because John Williams has scored like how many major films and franchises?
Every big one for the last like 40 years.
So like I think he'll win just for like his body of work. And I would like 1917 to win for the score because I feel like the music in 1917 there's like a few pieces that really stood out to me from that film. Of the ones on this list that I've seen, there's more in that score that stood out to me than the rest, because it was like it has a challenge for me, because it's really hard for me to ever notice the score, just because like I'm hard of hearing. It's just, but so 1917 has that edge of like having pieces that really sort of grab me and sit out.
And who did you say, Tanner?
Who do I think will win? Oh, I think John Williams wins.
Alrighty. Safe.
All right, the next category is where I can talk shit. Okay.
Man, I have a huge problem with this.
Yeah, read us our nominations for best VFX, Jonathan.
Best VFX. Avengers Endgame. That's the only nom it got, right? Or it might have got some from like production design and like costume design and like some of those. The Irishman.
What the fuck?
That's not VFX. They got a demon from hell for that. That's not editing or VFX.
Let's let Jonathan finish reading the nominees.
the most bullshit one on here, The
Lion King. Oh, what the fuck?
1917 and The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
Lion King should not be on this list. If
Okay.
Lion King got nominated for anything,
no-
it should have been best animated picture. It's animated.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Which, I mean, it shouldn't, because we've already had the fucking Lion King. But, you know.
Oh, I agree. I will say I'm the only person here that saw Lion King, I think.
And
Yeah.
one of the few that actually think it's good.
I think it's actually really good. It's a very true to story. I mean, it's Lion
Oh my
King.
god, just watch Lion King.
I agree. The animated version still has like the magic and stuff, but like this is a very good version of Lion King. It's still good. Best VFX though is insane. So y'all talk your shit about Irishman.
You know who
now.
got fucking snubbed? Ad Astra. Ad Astra got
Astra
fucking
did get
snubbed.
snubbed.
I haven't seen it.
It
yet,
should
so.
be. It should honestly. It should take it, because the VFX in it are fantastic. You fucking believe.
I'll let you know in 24 hours if I agree with that. I've seen every movie nominated here.
The Irishman, I have no clue in hell why this is here.
It's
The
for
weird
the-
de-aging shit,
It's
it's
for the-
ugly.
it's
It
for
looks
the de-aging.
terrible.
I mean, it's there
It
for like
looks
I guess the
bad.
technical achievement, but if the technical achievement is bad, like Robert De Niro still moves like an old fuck in this movie.
No, what? That's how a 20-year-old moves.
I'm 30!
And did you see
like
the way
that-
he
that-
stomped on that guy in the street?
Oh yeah.
I was
let
about
me
to
do
bring
it.
that up, where he's like very like stiff and shit.
Yeah, Winslow is now demonstrating that.
Wenzel's doing it.
Wenzel, you
Yeah.
realize we're an audio.
No, Wenzel's got it right.
Just imagine like the oldest person you know trying to like gutter stomp somebody. It's like
Imagine your grandpa trying to walk up steps.
and another just funny bit is like after De Niro and Joe Pesci pull off a hit, they like oh, we gotta get away fast, and just like doddering away.
Okay, I was gonna talk about the one hit that he did where he was in the restaurant. He was like,
Okay, when De Niro
Oh,
was
yeah.
in the restaurant and he started unloading on the one politician, was he a politician?
I believe so, yeah.
Probably.
He just started unloading on him like an old man with two guns. That's what it was.
It's like this very like, of course, geriatric sidestep. He's just like bang, 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 bang.
I did some visual bits. Nobody.
There should have been a young Frank Sheeran. They should have cast somebody else.
Yeah,
I love
Ed
Robert
Sheeran.
De Niro. Yeah, Ed Sheeran. I love Robert De Niro. I thought he was great in this movie. But God, like the way he moves is just.
Yeah, that's probably my biggest criticism of the movie. But you know what? I think the Academy's stupid enough to give it.
Oh, I think
Where's Alita?
it's
Ooh.
Japanese.
Oh yeah, that's,
It's a genre of film. They're not going to give it to.
I think the Irishman wins it too.
you're right.
I'm gonna be honest.
Alita.
Irishman will win, but Alita should be the real winner here. If it's not here, but it should be.
I want Endgame to win. I hope Endgame wins.
I think
Out of the list on here, yeah.
Like I want Endgame to win the most out of anything listed.
So do we all agree The Irishman, or do?
Yeah, I feel it's a pretty safe bet. The Irishman.
I guess.
wins.
Even though it looks like absolute dog shit.
To me, the most unnerving
Doggy.
thing was why do they spend so much money on digitally changing the color of Robert De Niro's eyes? Could they just use contacts?
They could have.
Or like
or why is that one detail we really need to focus on? you know?
Tanner's like, no, they can't.
But every time he's in a scene, his eyes are piercing, and they look
They're
like
piercing blue, and
the
it's like-
walkers from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's what Frank Sheeran was
and
in
it's
real
like,
life.
and it's like people can have piercing blue eyes, but you can achieve that with like contacts.
Yeah, I have piercing blue eyes.
Well, I mean, Robert De Niro's not going to wear any fucking contacts, but like,
Well, fuck that old ass.
Yeah, fuck that old ass.
but like,
No.
and I'm all about being like true to detail and stuff like that. But why that one detail you want to focus on?
Yeah.
Also, not true to detail. if you're fucking 80 trying to play a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Just get a 30-year-old in there. Put fucking, I don't know, Liam Hemsworth or something.
Oh, I just imagine them having a young man, but it's just his body. They just CG Robert De Niro's face on like some dude with like abs and like.
But the thing is, Robert De Niro's face still looked fucking old. He looked like he did, but he looked in Casino, and he was in his 50s when
At
Casino
his
came out.
youngest, when he was like 18 or 19 to 20, he was very young, the character was, but he looked like a 6-year-old.
He looked like he was 60.
Oh, I think like the oldest he is in the movie is like late 30s.
No,
Yeah,
at the beginning of the movie, he's supposed to be 30 years old.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Still, he looked like
Maybe
an old
29.
man.
He's because Joe Pesci's character, who's like 10 years older than him, keeps
He
referring
looked
to
younger than him.
Joe Pesci
in that scene.
Joe Pesci's de-aging effects looks better than Robert De Niro's. Al Pacino's actually probably looks the best,
Even though it still looks like shit.
yeah, still looks like shit. But yeah, I think Irishman will win. I want Endgame to win though.
Alrighty, now we are in the final stretch of the last four. Well, we'll start with Best Adapted Screenplay, and the nominees are Steven Zylan for The Irishman.
No, wait. Zillion.
Okay. Taika Waititi for Jojo Rabbit. Todd Phillips and Scott Silver for Joker. God damn, that movie had 2 writers? Fucking shit. Greta Gerwig for Little Women. And Anthony McCartan for Two Popes.
If Joker wins, I'm deleting every podcast.
You know, Joker might win.
I mean,
God, that movie, it's not well written. That's my thing.
Like, the biggest problem I have with Joker is the script is god fucking awful.
The script is trash.
It is so emotionally heavy-handed. It is pretentious as all shit. And then the ending speech literally makes no sense with the themes, the characters. It is not connected to the movie at all.
No.
It's just so Todd Phillips can spout his shitty hot takes about comedy, which are not hot takes. If you go to any sort of Netflix comedy special, like 9 times out of 10, it's going to be labeled as some version of Triggered.
Yeah, I was about to say, they're all called, like, Triggered, and just, yeah.
It's just an old white man complaining that comedy is changing and we're not, like, sucking his dick anymore.
I can't say slurs anymore.
Yeah, like...
Don't take that out of context. I was just pretending to be an old white man.
Clip it.
I would have made that my ringtone.
I can't whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with any other movie on the. I'm even fine with Anthony McCartan winning for Two Popes.
You fine with the Two Popes?
I mean, I think Two Popes was.
What if it was just one Pope?
If it was one Pope, it would be half a movie. If you know what I'm saying.
But I mean,
but we got two Popes.
But we got Two Popes whole movie.
But I mean, but this is like they took like because these were all books, right? Is this what
the idea
comics.
is it's adapted from some other medium. So
Yeah.
like Joker, for instance, is adapted from comic.
Well, no,
everything else is a book.
Yeah, and that's
everything else is
and
a
that's
And
why-
Two Popes is real life.
And I mean, yeah, but I mean, like Todd Phillips and Scott Silver, like they made it like an original Joker story. Like that's pretty good.
I mean, if it was a good one, I would agree.
Well, you don't like good movies, so.
I think Irishman will win again. I think Irishman's going to do a stupid sweep, and it's going to be pissing me off.
I'm fine with Irishman sweeping these awards. I think Irishman's a great movie. I mean, and I guess Irishman is talking about narratives. Does kind of have the narrative around it. It's like it's probably all 3 of the major actors in its last hurrah. It's probably Scorsese's last big movie with these type of actors. I mean,
Yeah, it would probably be his last mob movie.
Yeah, probably Martin Scorsese's last mob movie, which is huge. So like I could see the Irishman doing incredibly well at these awards.
Yeah.
So I personally want, or I think the Irishman will win.
I think the Irishman will win as well.
Yeah. I want Greta Gerwig to win just because.
Yeah, I was about to say I haven't seen Little Women, but I love Greta Gerwig. So
I think she's incredibly talented.
I give it to her.
Everything she's ever done is gold. So
Exactly, and I think honestly, who should win? Probably Greta Gerwig for Little Women. What she does with the source material, I think it really works because apparently, from what I've heard, is the movie's like the book is very linear, but the script kind of jumbles events to kind of juxtapose. It's really good. I think she should win. Who I think will win? Fucking Joker.
I'm the Joker, baby.
From Persona.
Persona. God, I'm so excited for Royale and Scramble. I know that's off topic, but I am so
Yeah.
ready for a sequel to a Persona game.
No, it's not. It's not really a sequel. It's like,
It is. Scramble is a sequel. It continues the story.
Scramble is, yeah.
Oh,
I thought
you
said
dumb
Roy-
fuck! Try me, bitch. I'm sorry.
I thought you said. I don't know. What I'm going. I think Irishman wins. I want Greta to win.
I want Little Women to win because that we've sang the praises all episode, but it's just a well done movie, and it does something different in its presentation of the source material. Because Little Women, it's 200 years old. It had many adaptations, but it does something different with its source material, and it presents it in a fresh way with just like a lot of sincerity and skill. And she deserves a win for that. Who I think would win. Probably the Joker.
Oh, God. I'm so glad I'm not going to be in town when this airs.
Just turn off the TV, bitch.
Watch it.
I would like to watch it, but I think it'd make me mad. So
Turn off the TV.
Adapted screenplay. Now we go to original screenplay. But before we go to original screenplay, are there any other snubs
Alita.
Yeah.
for screenplay?
Yeah, it was a manga.
It's a manga.
I mean, I liked Alita. I don't know if it really deserves an award. But
whoa!
What the
Well, maybe y'all should fight.
Okay, so you think Joker's better, but okay.
No, I
No, we get it, Jonathan. We get it.
You love
Joker. You love Joker so much. I see the paint coming out of your pants.
Why so serious?
Hey,
God,
that was such a shitty song choice for that
such
scene.
a shitty song choice. For I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm deaf.
Bitch.
Alrighty. Original screenplay. We got Ryan Johnson for Knives Out. I think that's the only nomination that movie got.
Yeah, I think it did too.
Noah Baumbach for Marriage Story. Sam Mendes and Christy Wilson Cairns for Cairns. What he said for 1917. Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Bong Joon-ho and Han Jin-woon for Parasite.
This is another very stacked category.
I'm fine with anybody winning this category. I will not be mad whoever walks away with the award.
I think Quentin Tarantino will win, but I want Bong Joon-ho and Han Jin-won to win.
Here's the thing. Ryan Johnson made The Last Jedi, so I hate Ryan Johnson.
Oh man, I think Tarantino walks away with this pretty handily.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I really want Ryan Johnson or Noah Baumbach to win. Like in my heart of hearts, either of them winning would make me ecstatic.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm fine with Tarantino winning because, like I said, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's phenomenal.
I do too. And I mean, the Academy really loves giving Tarantino those writing noms.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, he said
the
the N word.
Well, I say writing
love
noms
it.
are like writing wins.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
don't take that
writing
out of
awards.
context.
I really want Bong Joon-ho and Han Jin-won
Yeah.
for Parasite.
Yeah.
That movie was just so fucking good. What
about you, Pat?
But yeah, I think Tarantino's going to take it.
I think Tarantino will win. But I do think Ryan Johnson stands the next best chance to me.
I think Ryan Johnson has a great chance of winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think Knives Out. I think everybody that saw that movie loved it. I don't know anybody that saw Knives Out that didn't like it.
I don't like Ryan Johnson, so...
There we go. He found him.
No, I loved Knives Out.
But as for I want to win, I would want Parasite or Ryan Johnson to win as like my favorites. But
Who will win? Probably Tarantino, because, I said this earlier, but I don't think anybody heard me, but Oscars, they love it when he says the N-word, so...
And you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
And, yeah, I would want Bong Joon-ho and Han Jin-won to win one.
Who do you think will win?
Tarantino. And I want that goddamn Parasite needs to win.
Parasite,
I think Parasite needs to win every category. It's
Oh, fuck.
nominated for.
as for snubs, I thought that Farewell was snubbed for best original.
Oh yeah,
Uncut Gems too.
I totally forgot about the Farewell. Like Aquafina got snubbed for actress. Whoever played Nai, she got snubbed.
Nai.
Whip.
I want Nai franchise now.
I don't know these
Whip
names.
and Nine.
But yeah, the Farewell got snubbed for all. But it came out so much earlier in the year.
Ford versus Ferrari got snubbed.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I've heard like people say that movie.
Ford versus Ferrari is
good
awesome.
movie.
Oh no, it was great. It's just
Um,
it's not really original.
yeah, it'd have been adapted if it got
yeah, it would
nominated
be
for anything.
adapted.
Uncut Gems got snubbed for
Uncut
original.
Gems.
Yeah. Now, I don't know where you would put which category you put it. The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
I
Yeah.
would say that would be
The
original.
original.
It'd be, but
I don't know.
it might be adapted.
It might be
just
adapted
because
'cause
it's
it takes-
pulled on a lot. It pulls
Yeah.
from a lot.
Yeah.
It pulls
But,
from
I mean,
Herman
it is pretty
Melville.
original. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, I think The Lighthouse should have got nominated. But alrighty, now we got to the big two. First off, we're going to start with the Best Director. Okay,
Stacked.
it's stacked.
Well, 4 of them are.
I agree.
I saw that coming. Yeah.
I agree, personally. But so the nominees are Bong Joon-ho for Parasite, Martin Scorsese for The Irishman, Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Sam Mendes for 1917, and Todd Phillips for Joker.
Let me tell you, God, no.
We fucking get it. You hate Joker.
Not the Joker. I don't even hate the Joker. I like the movie
as
fine.
much as I shit on it, I don't hate it
But
either.
Best Director? Are you kidding? Are you telling me that's a better directed movie than any other movie on this list and any movie not on this list?
Nah. Well,
And it's, I really don't want it to win, but it probably will.
I think Scorsese's gonna get it.
I think Scorsese.
I think Scorsese is.
I
gonna
think
get it.
Scorsese wins. I want Tarantino or Bong
Bong
Joon-ho
Joon-ho.
or Mendes to win.
Honestly, I think Bong Joon-ho should get it for director. As much as I've been saying for this entire podcast, these categories should have more than 5 fucking participants. Because one of the big criticisms of the Oscars is why Oscar's so white, Oscar's so male, and Greta.
Because
Gerwig-
everything else sucks.
Greta was definitely snubbed.
Greta Gerwig not getting nominated for Best Director, especially just with how much Little Women got nominated.
Yeah.
she got fucking
Yeah.
shafted. I mean, like it is one of the best directed movies this year or last year.
2019.
2019.
Baumbach not getting it.
I think
Baumbach. Baumbach.
The Safdie brothers for Uncut
Safdie
Gems.
brothers.
Robert Eggers.
Robert Eggers
Yeah.
for The White House.
I honestly, I would say Ari Aster for Midsummer.
Yeah, dude.
Ari Aster.
I would say Ari Aster as well.
Yeah.
For sure.
I miss.
He
your horror
should have
movie.
got. And fuck, he probably should have got a writing nom.
Yeah.
A writing nom, Florence Pugh for actress, and then
Fuck.
Man,
But
these
that-
old
that's
people
the-
Oh
suck.
God.
And the big problem with Midsummer is it came out in the summer, and if you're
I don't know why that was so funny.
ironically, but like in order to campaign for your movie, you have to be able to be relevant. And
Yep.
Yeah.
if it doesn't come out like mid-October to like the first week of January,
Women aren't relevant.
Oh Jesus, Wenzel, why would you say that?
That's not gonna be a soundbite that could come out to bite anybody.
Look at it. Like Little Women didn't come out till Christmas Day.
yeah,
Uncut Gems came out Christmas Day because obviously they were going for award consideration.
Yeah.
Didn't come out to wide theaters till Christmas Day. 1917, I believe, was Christmas Day. Marriage Story was like that second
Yep.
week of December.
yeah, but 1917 got a nom.
No, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I was just saying just how much of this stuff comes out in the last quarter of the year.
Oh yeah, definitely. As far as who will win, this is going to be really.
I think it's Scorsese.
It's
I think
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
I love that old man.
Really, the only one I don't see really having much of a chance is Sam Mendes.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
All the other ones, honestly, I could rationalize the Academy picking all of them. Joker has the narrative behind it and sort of like a mainstream push. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a movie about movies, and it's specifically Hollywood. Hollywood loves that self-masturbatory bullshit. They love Scorsese.
Oh,
Yeah.
masturbation. That's what he meant.
And Bong Joon and Parasite also has an awesome narrative around it. Alfonso Cuarón won for Roma last year.
Yeah.
So I could see them even giving it to director Bong.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going Parasite.
Who you think will win?
Yeah,
Oh,
All right.
brave boy.
I'm probably wrong, but I'm sticking to
A
my
lot's on the
guns.
line, Jonathan.
Yeah, lots on the line.
Yep.
Fuck.
Little does Jonathan know how much is on the line.
I think there's like a tie in my head for like who will win, and it's either it's either the Irishman or Joker, and I think it might be the Joker in the end.
So you're going Phillips.
Yeah, I mean, not who I want. I want Bong Joon-ho to win.
As for me, I think Tarantino would win for Best Director. Because, they love Hollywood loves themselves,
Yep,
and
yep.
especially the time period it's set in, like the end of the golden age of Hollywood.
Yep.
And I feel like
you're not wrong.
that's just a green part of history that they just love to pull from.
Yeah.
I want Bong Joon-ho to win.
Oh, yeah.
We've sung his praises too. So like,
I will continue
And
to
you
say
said
that.
Irishman?
I think the Irishman will win.
This is probably the hardest one to predict.
A lot of these categories I think are pretty hard.
Wenzel's painting.
I think also it's hard because we saw a lot of these movies last year.
Yeah.
Like this is the first year I've ever there's only 2 movies nominated for Best Picture that I haven't seen, but I will have seen both of them.
Scorsese and Bong.
Wait, actually,
Scorsese will win. Bong Joon-ho, I want to win.
yeah, there's 2 that I haven't seen for Best Picture, but I will see them by the time the Oscars air. Which is this Sunday.
Yeah, we're actually pretty divided on
Yeah.
director. And now we come to the creme de la creme, the big one, the big kahuna, the best picture.
Surf's Up, the movie
Oh.
with the penguins.
Oh my god.
I hate Surf's Up. I hate Happy Feet.
Oh man,
what
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I
and
love-
WWE bankrolling the sequel to Surf's Up like 10 years later.
Man, that's still crazy in my head.
You must hate Mad Max.
Wait, are they really doing?
No, that's
They did.
been come out. They did it.
No, that was done.
I like how Pat's just so passionate. Like they did it, Jonathan. They did it.
Idiot.
I'm sorry, I'm not up on my Surf's Up lore.
All right,
You should be.
Yeah.
Jonathan, read
dude.
us those Best Picture nominees.
We got Parasite. We got Irishman. We got Jojo Rabbit. We got Ford v Ferrari. We got Joker. We got Little Women. We got 1917. We got Marriage Story. And we got Uncut. I mean, not.
God, I wish.
Which,
I wish.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Man, Uncut. There was a 10th spot open. They just didn't use it. Uncut Gems got
That
totally
doesn't
snubbed.
make-
Adam Sandler bias is what I'm
I
seeing.
think there was. I think they said, fuck you, Adam.
I'm just going to
Sandler.
go ahead and say it. I think it's kind of insane Endgame did not get one of the 10 spots.
I
I don't know if it, I
I
mean,
don't know.
to the general masses, but just the fact of how big the marketing was for it, how much money it made.
Yeah.
Everybody
I-
and their fucking mother saw this
I
movie.
think
I get
I
that.
agree. I agree with you. Even though I don't think it deserves to win.
Oh no, I don't think it should win at all. But I think it getting a nomination would have been kind of
But
cool.
just for the achievement,
It should be recognized.
Yeah,
I think
like it just getting VFX is kind of insane to me. But
yeah. And I think if it got any other awards, it was the ones we haven't really talked about.
yeah, so I've seen everything on this list besides Little Women and Parasite. I don't think either of them have a
The only one I haven't seen is Ford v Ferrari, and it doesn't have a snow.
Ford versus Ferrari does not have a chance to win. But it's a good ass movie.
Think about the people that are in the awards.
Oh, the winner of this category is easy to me.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's got it in the bag.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't think it's that easy.
I feel like if the Oscars really wanted to play along with fans and the audience, they would give it to Parasite.
Oh, sure. Like, absolutely.
Like I feel like that's something that could happen.
And to me, it's going to be really hard to see until we see who wins Best International Film. Because
Yeah.
if they give it to Parasite, it's not going to win.
It's
Best
not going
Picture.
to win. Yeah.
But if they end up giving it to one of those other movies, I think
Parasite's got a real good shot.
I
Yeah.
think Parasite does have the Best Picture.
You know what I think is a very strong dark horse here? Jojo Rabbit.
Maybe.
Maybe because the Academy really loves World War II and Holocaust movies.
Yeah, they love
And
Nazis.
it's my second least favorite movie here that I've seen. I only like Joker less.
I feel like, but really, it comes down to the Irishman or Joker.
I think it comes down to
Yeah.
Irishman or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, unless Parasite doesn't win Best International Film. And I think it has a shot, but I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's got it in the bag.
The only reason I don't say that is because, especially with Me Too, there's a lot of like controversy around Tarantino,
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
and the Oscars have been trying their damnedest and failing, mind you, but they've been trying their damnedest to avoid any sort of controversy. And I just don't see them giving that being the only reason they don't give it to them.
I think the person who comes to announce it, they put on Joker face paint.
Oh, please.
That'd be crazy. And then Joker doesn't win.
Oh my! Or what I want to see happen is what happened to Moonlight when it won.
Oh, they say it's like Joker, but then it's Parasite.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so
that'd be
good.
good.
I shit you not.
Oh my God.
When Moonlight won Best Picture, they was like, the winner is La La Land.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone in their and they were like, yeah, it's a musical about Hollywood. And then someone runs on stage is like, no.
It was the director of La La Land goes, oh, well, we would love to take this, but actually Moonlight won, and shows the envelope to the camera.
Yeah, and they were like, and it was like, actually Moonlight won, and they were like, and it was like a straight 30 seconds. Everyone was like, you're shitting.
How does that happen?
So, like, was it a mistake or was it like a bit?
It was
It was
mistake.
a genuine mistake.
or was it an angry guy?
It had a lot of very sour implications.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck it, we gotta go to this.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you got it. Cakewalk.
I think Irishman will win, even though Parasite should. Parasite should win in every single category it's in.
Yeah, I think Parasite should win.
I'd like Parasite to win just because I think it'd be really cool for a foreign movie to win Best Picture.
Yeah, it'd be something that opens up doors for the future.
Yeah, for a lot of stuff.
But nope.
I'm gonna say The Irishman because old people love old people, and it's kind of weird.
They're like, oh, I'm about to die soon. So
I would like
will
the
wait.
Irishman. I would like the Irishman to win too. I like the Irishman a lot.
This is tricky for me because I feel in my head it's dancing between Parasite, The Irishman, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I feel like with Johnson's train of thought, Parasite has an edge to win. It's just for like the Oscars trying to like save face and be like, oh look, we're open minded. We care about other
exactly.
things. So I feel like it has a chance there, even if they don't personally believe it should win. I want it to win. Is who I hope wins, but my gut feeling is pointing towards Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ah, man. I don't. I think Joker might have it, but also
I hate that.
I don't want that to happen.
That'd be funny if somebody was like, why does this say, this is supposed to say Joker, but it says Parasite? What if somebody's like, I don't know.
Oh, that would be the biggest fun moment. Funny 2020 bruh moment.
Bruh.
I think I'm going to go with Tan and Pat and say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, even though I don't think that it will. But I don't know. I have this weird gut feeling that this might be Tarantino's year. Who knows?
All right.
This is the only thing I've ever done Oscar-wise, and I have to say, Oscars fucking suck.
Oh,
This is dumb, the nominations that they've gotten.
Yeah. And honestly, that's about every year.
But I thought this was fun, talking shit on
Yeah, it
it.
was
I do
fun
too.
talking about it, and it's actually fun because we saw probably 90% of the movies mentioned.
Yeah.
There was probably two movies that none of us saw, maybe 3.
Yeah, like
Harriet and Judy.
Harriet,
Judy, Richard Jewell, and Bombshell.
Okay, so 4, and they're all bad. I'm just kind of don't know how bad they are, but
Will we like to come back at some point and talk about the winners and see what we got wrong or got right?
we absolutely could.
I do feel like that's something we can like address either on the show or like
Yeah.
on social media. We'll have
Yeah.
like an Oscar watch party live on Twitter. Who knows? We'll think of something.
That'll be something where you can see who won between us
Yeah.
because this is a competition.
Because we have to make everything.
Yeah, the person whose last place gets
Kicked off the podcast.
murdered.
But yeah,
Both.
either way, I imagine the Academy pulling some stupid shit. Yeah. I also do want to, as sort of like a reminder, is all the categories are based off of like every person gets one vote. Who gets the most votes wins that category.
Yeah.
Except for Best Picture, which is this weird preferential system where everybody ranks the movies, and your number one is your vote.
Yeah.
And then they do one round if there's one movie that wins 50% or over 50%. That automatically wins. We really don't know how the voting goes because they usually don't release it. But a lot of times, if I had to make a guess, they don't. It doesn't usually win that first round. And then after that, the one that has the least first place votes gets eliminated. And the people who vote for that one, their number 2 gets put to, the
new number 1, yeah. It's kind of like how we do a movie of the year. When you really think about it, like we all kind of shit talk everybody else's, and then like we kind of come to a top 3 that nobody's really happy with.
Yeah, but
It's kind of like that, but the Oscars.
Yeah, and a lot of people were talking about that. That's how Green Book won last year. Which was a fucking trash.
Yeah, everybody was saying that's how Green Book won because Green Book got a lot of people's like number 2 and number 3 votes, but it was really nobody's number 1. But by process of elimination, I kind of just won.
Disgusting.
So,
all right.
Is that an Oscar?
End in racism.
Is that the Oscar prediction podcast?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, thank you everybody for listening to this week's episode of the All You Can Hear podcast. As always, you can listen to us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Google Play, on Spotify, on Overcast, all your favorite RSS. Go faster. All your favorite RSS feed catchers. All You Can Hear. You can like, subscribe, rate, comment. That'd be phenomenal. You can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at AYCH Podcast. You can follow us on twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. You can follow us on Letterboxd. Letterboxd is AYCH Podcast, correct? Or is it All You Can Hear?
Our letterbox is at All You Can Hear.
Is that All You Can Hear? Okay. Letterboxd is All You Can Hear. Our YouTube is All You Can Hear. Subscribe to that for Twitch VODs. And you can follow me, Tanner, on Twitter at Tanner1495.
My name is Jonathan. You can follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd at JohnOwenSon12.
My name's Wenzel. You can follow me on Twitter at WenzelWookie. You can follow my art Instagram at World of Wenzy, and you can also follow my Letterboxd. I think it's Wenzy Wilkie as well.
I think so.
Yeah, so go follow that.
I'm Colt like a boss baby Dockery. You can follow me on Twitter at
Bad bit.
It's not bad. It's just you got to roll with it, Jonathan. You can be Jonathan Eggshell Man if you wanted to. Fuck it. Follow me on Twitter at ColtD00. Remember, I'm the real boss, baby. You are not.
All right, this is Patrick. Thank you all for listening. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at John Lost His Name. You can follow my art on Facebook at John Lost His Name Art.
Bye.
And we'll see you next week.